Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Common Sense Crypto Channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XLM. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today, wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XLM. I'm going to start with this. Transparency, accountability, and low transaction costs were among the many cited benefits of blockchain in a report by Tascom Bank. During their pilot, one of Ukraine's oldest banks cited the future of e-currency on Stellar as promising. Now, I've been holding XLM just as long as I've been holding XRP. I actually bought them both on the very first day I entered crypto, and I never looked back because I knew these two cryptocurrencies were absolutely the future. XLM, you could see it already being utilized in the real world. We're going to talk more about that in this video. But you see the on-off ramps that grew all during the last year. 2023, I believe, is going to be a big year for Stellar and XLM. APS becomes channel partner for Binance Pay integrated into the Stellar blockchain. Binance has launched an option for its account holders to pay for goods and services through advanced payment solutions in Binance Pay. At the same time, APS, as a Binance channel partner whose platform is integrated into the Stellar blockchain, is able to offer solutions to enable merchants to receive payment for their goods and services from Binance accounts directly, with the highest degree of reliability, speed, and transparency. That's also a very big announcement. ABN AMRO issues digital bond on Stellar. ABN AMRO collaborated with Fireblocks and Bitbond on the issuance of APOX tokenized bond offering. The smart contract was developed by Bitbond on the Stellar blockchain, bringing Stellar Aid Assist to a global platform. Now, this is also very big because this shows real-world use case, and it's going global very soon. December's launch of Stellar Aid Assist, a new aid disbursement system that is being used in pilot programs by the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees and the International Rescue Committee to deliver cash assistance to internally displaced persons in Ukraine, proves in no uncertain terms that blockchain technology is providing solutions for people where they are and when they need it most. Now we're headed to the World Economic Forum annual meeting in Davos to bring it to a global forum. This is massive because if this was to go global, all of a sudden everyone's going to figure out what Stellar is, what XLM is. And again, I can't stress it enough. When you see what's going on right now in the world with people still unbanked, Stellar is the solution. It's almost like when people say, well, this country is now going to start using CBDCs. Right away, people think XRP. But XLM is going to be tied to all of that as well. You have to send money from one person to another. XRP is not used for that. XLM is. So, operations temporarily suspended on major Korean exchange. So, South Korea's leading crypto exchange, Upbit, has announced the temporary suspension of deposits and withdrawals on the Stellar Network's native token, XLM, and other assets on the network. According to a statement from the exchange, nothing serious happened, and the event was caused by the need for maintenance on the Stellar Network and the wallets in it. Given that Stellar's official information sources are quiet and that similar temporary suspensions are not seen on exchanges other than Upbit, it can be assumed that this is a problem directly with the South Korean platform. So it's not a problem with XLM at all. It's a problem with the platform. Again, you can't trust no exchanges. No exchange is 100%. I can't stress that enough. Not your keys, not your crypto. Never store crypto on any exchange. The Harvard report explains how Ripple and Stellar Org can facilitate faster settlements of CBDCs worldwide. Ripple's XRP and Stellar Lumens XLM have thus become a go-to choice for several international businesses. Now, I've said this in the past. If Harvard is teaching this in a classroom, XLM is here for the long term. It's definitely going to be part of the new financial system, and it's going to be with us for years to come. A Harvard education is not cheap, and if they're teaching about XLM right now, it's going to be huge in the future. Stellar partners with UNHCR to give Ukrainian refugees cash via USDC. Now, I want to talk a little bit about USDC because there's some things going on around that as well, and we know it's tied directly to Stellar. So as we see here, fast, cheap, and connected meet USDC on Stellar. One of the world's fastest growing dollar digital currencies meets the power of the Stellar network. So we see here, banks are concerned USDC stablecoin will become backdoor CBDC with BlackRock. But why are they so concerned? Bank think tanks worry USDC reserves may be parked at the Federal Reserve. BlackRock now manages the majority of USDC stablecoin reserves through a money market fund. Reports claim BlackRock is applying to use Federal Reserve reverse repos. The cash flow of reverse repos are similar to depositing money at the Federal Reserve. The Bank Policy Institute, a bank supported think tank, published a blog post raising concerns that a proportion of the USDC stablecoin reserves could be parked at the Federal Reserve, despite the stablecoin issuer not having a central bank account. If this were allowed in times of uncertainty where there's a flight to quality, this could result in bank runs diverting cash into the USDC stablecoin, which might be perceived as being as good as a central bank digital currency. Now, I tried to think in between the lines. I tried to read through this. And what I think is really going on here is the banks are concerned that BlackRock will create its own CBDC since it holds so much of USDC. On the other hand, if a bank run was to happen, maybe people could get their money out of the bank and put it into USDC, or maybe use USDC instead of using the bank. I think banks are worried about crypto for that very reason. USDC is a commodity. Feds arrest Mango market hacker. Good luck for all those who are using the new Fed coin. Now, I feel that USDC is also here for the long term. It's not going to go away. People keep saying, oh, at some point they'll even get rid of USDC. People always think the government's going to get rid of these things. They're always going to come up with an alternative solution. I think it's all been written a long time ago. I definitely know XRP and XLM are going to move all the money. My second largest holding is XLM. The Stellar blockchain can handle anywhere between 3,000 to 5,000 transactions per second, and that makes it a formidable competitor to centralized payment systems today, such as Visa and MasterCard. Visa and MasterCard are even getting involved with crypto because crypto is the future. So many people outside of crypto always say when you talk to them about it, that's never going to go anywhere. It's kind of like the .coms. Eventually crypto's going to go away. Look what happened now with FTX. It looks like crypto's going to zero. But because we invest in crypto, we know better. We know crypto is the future. We know every single bank in the world is going to utilize crypto within the next few years. Crypto is going mainstream. Stellar Assist captured in the New York Times. And again, that's very big news because people read the New York Times. All of a sudden, they see a Stellar ad. What is this thing, Stellar? What is this? Then all of a sudden, they figure out what XLM is. ISO 222 compliant cryptocurrencies are as follows: Stellar, HBAR, IOTA, XDC, Ripple, Algorand, Quant. What coins do you believe in will see a bull run this year? I feel it's going to happen once Ripple beats the SEC in that case. That could set off everything. But XLM, if you're not holding it at that time, you'll be paying a much higher price for it. I feel XLM is ready to go at any moment if that case ends. Also, you got to look at ISO going live in March as well. That's going to be very big. We might see a slow, gradual climb up and then all of a sudden massive green candles. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Once the SEC versus Ripple case is resolved, depending on the outcome, I'm going on a buying spree for crypto. This case will determine the future of cryptos in the US. Why would you buy after the case ends? You should be buying now. Everything is on sale now. That's the same logic as I'm going to get into crypto once this cryptocurrency makes it to $1. People FOMO in once things hit $1. I never understood the logic in that when you could buy it so much cheaper right now. Like I always tell everyone, take whatever you could afford to lose. Buy a little bit of it. Every little bit gets you one step closer to financial freedom. It won't be built on Ethereum. The network is far too inefficient. Unfortunately, it will be on blockchains such as XRP and XLM. They are built specifically as payment networks. Ethereum Gate will be sued by the SEC, however. Now, other people said, once they're done with Ripple, the SEC's coming for XLM. I said it from day one. They're never going to even look at XLM. It would be the worst PR move for Gary Gensler at a time like this, with all the corruption going on at the SEC. Because XLM banks the unbanked. It's the people's coin. It's going to be the one coin that's totally different from the rest of the crypto space because everyone will use it to send money from one person to another person. Unbanked people in the world all of a sudden have a level playing field in the future. I believe Ethereum, though, might be next on the SEC's agenda, especially if they lose against Ripple. But with that said, I'm going to leave you with this. Just be patient and wait. I feel 2023, we're going to have a lot of big announcements for Stellar and XLM. And I believe 2023 could be the year that we finally see crypto pull a full 180 and euphoric candles start showing up very soon. I appreciate all of you watching my videos. I want to thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.